Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Vedant Agarwal. Our lead story. Well, on Saturday, a discussion on the Ram Temple inauguration will be held in both the houses of Parliament, and senior ministers of the BJP are set to speak in Parliament. Remember, Saturday is also the last day of the budget session of Parliament. Remember, the government had decided to extend the budget session by 1 day. So now it makes sense as to why the government decided to extend the budget session. What all is expected? Vasudha Venugopal has more details.
Tomorrow, what we hear is a motion of thanks is going to be brought in. It's an Abhinandan, motion. A resolution will be brought in, a two-line resolution talking about how the Ram Temple is a symbol of India's integrity, Indianness, and also Ram Mandir. Ram is somebody who's integral to the idea of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. We are told that a senior minister could also be speaking on this, and a list of speakers are being prepped up for this, big occasion, which include people like Sudhanshu Trivedi, someone who understands not just religion, mythology, but also the ideology part of it. Rakesh Sinha is going to be there. A couple of other people like K. Lakshman to have a South feel to this, because remember, the BJP has also been trying to counter this North-South divide, and he's been talking about how Ram connects not just North but also South. Remember, the Prime Minister himself went to a lot of places in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, which have links with Ramayana. So you can expect MPs of the BJP from different parts of the country tomorrow speaking on this. 4 hours have been allocated to this, is what I understand. Now it makes sense why the government actually extended the budget session by 1 more day. Remember, it was supposed to end today, but it's going to end tomorrow. So this is going to be the important thing. In the morning, of course, there is going to be a discussion on the white paper. That discussion will happen in the Rajya Sabha. There'll be a reply, and then this, discussion will start. And it's interesting because the BJP, this is about record keeping, and the BJP making it very clear that it is proud of the Ram Mandir, the that happened, and a big political move before the 2024 Lok Sabha elections.
And moving now to the other big headline. Well, the Prime Minister announced the Bharatratnas in a personal tweet on social media platform X, and there's important political messaging behind it as well. 2 non-BJP former Prime Ministers and the architect of the Green Revolution, M.S. Swaminathan, they've been awarded, or they will be awarded the Bharat Ratna. But behind the announcement is a crucial southern outreach as well. Take a look.
A posthumous Bharat Ratna for former Prime Minister Chaudhry Charan Singh has all but redrawn political battle lines in Uttar Pradesh weeks before a general election. Prime Minister Modi made the announcement himself. Bharat Ratna was announced for farmer leader and former Prime Minister Chaudhry Charan Singh, former Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, and agronomist M.S. Swaminathan. This comes just weeks after Bharat Ratna being conferred upon former Chief Minister from Bihar, Karpuri Thakur, which was seen as the visible trigger for Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar ditching the opposition and joining the NDA. Speculation is rife that this might lead to a similar change of heart for RLD Chief Jayant Chaudhary. Just last month, Samajwadi Party and the RLD had confirmed a tie-up for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. But today, just moments after the Bharat Ratna announcement, Jayant Chaudhary dropped a direct hint.
देखिए कोई कसर रहती है आज मैं किस मुंह से इनकार करूं आपके सवाल.
Sources say if Jayant leaves SP Congress alliance and ties up with BJP, RLD will get 2 Lok Sabha seats from the western part of Uttar Pradesh. Apart from this, 1 Rajya Sabha seat may also be made available to them.
While this might make further dents into the INDIA bloc, the Bharat Ratnas for Narasimha Rao and M.S. Swaminathan may also have a south push angle. BJP is focused on consolidating its base in the south. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy met Prime Minister Narendra Modi today to discuss state issues. This came just a day after his political rival in the state, Telugu Desam President Chandrababu Naidu, met with Union Home Minister Amit Shah and party chief JP Nadda in the national capital. This at a time when the Congress is trying to get a rebirth in Andhra Pradesh under YS Jagan Mohan Reddy's sister YS Sharmila. Ahead of Parliament and state elections in Andhra Pradesh, it would appear that a Swayamvar is on in Delhi with the ruling BJP looking for a match from Andhra Pradesh. The BJP is in wait and watch mode, not wanting to commit yet. And interestingly, neither Chandrababu Naidu nor Jagan Mohan Reddy may want this Swayamvar to end in a public marriage. They may prefer a private handshake so they don't risk losing the minority vote as long as the BJP does not back the political rival. With Ranveer and camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
So an interesting analogy there by Uma Sudhir. But moving now to politics over economics playing out in Parliament, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman kick-started a discussion on the white paper on the UPA-era economy in Parliament. She said the past 10 years of the Modi government restored India's glory and that the UPA had left the Indian economy in a perilous condition. The Congress, meanwhile, said that the paper is a bid to divert attention from people's issues like inflation and price rise. Take a look.
I rise to move that this House do consider the white paper on the Indian economy.
Claiming that the NDA turned coal into diamonds, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman began discussion on the white paper on economy in the Lok Sabha, tearing into the UPA's claims of fiscal injustice and mismanagement.
UPA government ने coal scam के द्वारा भारत देश का भयंकर नुकसान किया.
The Finance Minister claimed that the white paper is an actual record for posterity. The BJP is also preparing to mobilize awareness on this in the run-up to 2024.
जब आपके नियत साफ नहीं है और आपके कार्रवाई भी साफ नहीं है, देश को इतना गंभीर अवस्था में छोड़कर आप चले गए, उसको सही करने में 10 साल माननीय मुख्य प्रधानमंत्री जी मोदी जी का उनके डेडिकेशन के वजह से आज देश उभर कर आ रही है. इस सदन में वो The document outlined the alleged crisis created during the UPA era and the efforts to correct it in the 10 years of the Modi government. It was countered by the opposition who raised questions.
आखिर 2011 से एम्प्लॉयमेंट सर्वे नरेंद्र मोदी क्यों नहीं कराते? डेटा को क्यों छुपाते हैं? आप करवाइए सर्वे.
White paper is nothing but an attempt to divert the attention of the public.
हल्द्वानी जैसी जगह जिसके बारे में पहले कोई कल्पना नहीं कर सकता था, शांति सौहार्द का पर्याय हुआ करता था. आखिर किसने शांति भंग करने की कोशिश की? सौहार्द क्यों बिगड़ रहा है? और ये सिर्फ हल्द्वानी का मामला नहीं, पूरे देश से ऐसी छवियां आ रही हैं.
Former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram also issued a statement saying it's a white lie paper, not a white paper, adding that it was an attempt to hide broken promises and a political exercise. Even as the Rajya Sabha is all set to discuss the paper on Saturday, the BJP has issued a 3-line whip to its MPs in both houses to be present on the final day of the 17th Lok Sabha. Bureau Report, NDTV. So that political standoff there. But moving now to the big headline from the Northeast. Sikkim has restored the old pension scheme. It's the first state in the Northeast to restore the OPS. Now remember, Sikkim is moving fast in terms of regularizing government employees who have completed 4 years of service. And remember, there's also it's a political announcement as well because Sikkim is set to go to polls this year. And remember, OPS is a larger national issue as well, and Sikkim is the first state to move so fast on this. Ratnadeep Chaudhary has more details.
Sikkim, a small Himalayan state in the northeast, remember it is going to polls this year, and therefore, this is a key announcement given the fact that it is reverting back to the OPS. There was a strong demand in Sikkim for doing this, and what the state government has announced today is that it is going to revert back to OPS for government employees who have been appointed on or after April 1st, 2006. So that is the cutoff that Sikkim government has fixed in terms of reverting back to the old pension scheme and becoming the first state in the Northeast to do so. Also, the fact that there was the previous notification by the government where, the government employees who have been appointed for on temporary basis or on contract need to have 8 years of service for regularization. Now that has been reduced to 4 years. Now this comes at a time when Sikkim, as you have rightly pointed out, there are elections there, and government employees are important factor there. Is in a small state, you don't have too many avenues in terms of private jobs apart from tourism, which is big in Sikkim, and apart from that, government jobs are very important, and therefore it seems that the Prem Singh Tamang led Sikkim Krantikari Morcha government, in a bid to also look at the government, the issues of the government job holders, have brought these two reforms. One, to restore to old pension scheme, and to reduce the year for, cut-off year for regularization from 8 years to 4 years. And this is a major reform in Sikkim ahead of the elections.
And moving now to a shocking daylight murder in the national capital in Najafgarh. 2 people have been killed in a brazen daylight shooting. Both have succumbed to their injuries. The crime and forensic teams of the Delhi police have reached the area, and there have been no detentions so far, but absolutely shocking there. That CCTV footage now going viral. So after the Maharashtra law and order breakdown, a similar sort of an incident in the national capital. Meanwhile, in Maharashtra, the shooting and the daylight murder of an Uddhav Sena leader has really sparked a political war of words. In fact, this shocking video went viral of a UBT leader being killed during a Facebook Live. This comes just days after the incident in Ulhasnagar. The opposition has demanded the resignation of the Home Minister. The government says we must not politicize a murder.
We are doing it together. A murder captured on live camera during Facebook Live. Former corporator and Uddhav Sena leader Abhishek Ghoshalkar murdered by a man who was doing the Facebook Live alongside him. The shooter, a local strongman named Morris, died by suicide just moments later. Morris had called Ghoshalkar to his office, and after a Facebook Live in which the duo was seen chatting and laughing, pumped 5 bullets onto him. According to police, Morris wanted to contest the polls as a corporator from the same ward where Ghoshalkar was a corporator. But Ghoshalkar was opposed to this. A year ago, Morris was accused of rape and had to spend 90 days in jail. According to sources, Morris suspected that Ghoshalkar had a hand in sending him to jail. Around a month back, the duo had reconciliatory talks. The murder comes close on the heels of a BJP MLA being arrested for shooting at a Shinde Sena functionary last week in Thane next to Mumbai. The 2 back-to-back incidents have stirred a political storm in the state, with the opposition baying for Maharashtra Home Minister's resignation, a post held by Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis.
अभिषेक घोषालकर को जिस प्रकार से उनकी हत्या हुई मुंबई में, ये बहुत ही गंभीर बात है. पूरे महाराष्ट्र में गुंडाराज चल रहा है, माफिया राज चल रहा है, और शिंदे सरकार के आशीर्वाद से माफिया राज चल रहा है.
कई वर्षों से वो साथ में काम करते थे. किन्हीं कारणों से उनमें दुश्मनी तैयार हुई थी. कुल मिलाकर अगर हम देखें तो ये जो घटना है, ये घटना एक प्रकार से जो आपसी बैर है उसके कारण हुई है. ये लोग साथ में ही काम करने वाले लोग थे.
The case has been handed over to the crime branch of Mumbai police. Meanwhile, Uddhav Thackeray along with the family visited Ghoshalkar's house in Borivali. With Lok Sabha polls round the corner, opposition is likely to rake up the issue of law and order as an election issue. With Sunil Singh, Osama Shah for NDTV.
And more news from Maharashtra. Well, a fire broke out at a hospital in Pune, and the fire broke out in the 11th floor in the duct area, but it has been extinguished after multiple fire tenders rushed to the spot. And with that, we'll take a short break now, but news continues on the other side. Welcome back. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dami visited violence hit Halwani, and this after there was violence and 2 people were killed and over 50 police personnel were injured. The Chief Minister there met several of the injured police personnel there as well. The situation is under control, but a curfew has been imposed. Take a look at this report.
कानून अपना काम करेगा. इसमें जिन लोगों ने भी सरकारी संपत्ति जलाई है या लोगों की संपत्तियां जलाई हैं, वाहन जलाए हैं, उसके सारे वीडियो फुटेज, फुटप्रिंट सभी उपलब्ध हैं। उसको चेक किया जाएगा, जांचा जाएगा और उस पर जो भी कार्रवाई है, विधि सम्मत जो कार्रवाई है, वो कार्रवाई यहाँ पर की जाएगी।
Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dami in Halwani issuing a strict warning a day after violence rocked the scenic hill town. The Chief Minister visited the site of violence where an anti-encroachment drive turned deadly. Stone pelting and arson claimed 2 lives.
किसी को कोई नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाया गया, किसी को प्रवोक नहीं किया गया, किसी को जो है उकसाने की कोशिश नहीं करी गई, किसी भी प्रकार की कोई ऐसी एक्टिविटी करने की कोशिश नहीं करी गई जिससे कि जन संपत्ति की हानि हमारी टीमों के माध्यम से या प्रशासन या पुलिस के माध्यम से हो।
The dispute started with an attempt to demolish a madrasa in an area named Vanphulpura. The administration deemed it an illegal construction. The Uttarakhand High Court had a recent hearing on a public interest litigation seeking to halt the demolition. The court, however, did not grant relief. Once the demolition started, by evening, an angry mob started gathering in the area, torching vehicles, also attempting to burn down a police station. At least 300 people are said to have been injured in the violence, including 50 policemen. A curfew has been imposed in Halwani with a high alert sounded in several districts of the state. Shoot-at-sight orders issued against rioters and internet services completely shut down.
कल हल्द्वानी में हुई जो बनफुलपुरा क्षेत्र में जो घटना है, उसके बाद में अब स्थिति जो है नियंत्रण में है। यहाँ पर फोर्स का डिप्लॉयमेंट कर दिया गया है। मेरा नैनीताल वासियों के साथ में उत्तराखंड वासियों से भी निवेदन है कि इस घटना में अपनी तरफ से संयम बनाए रखें।
While the violence in Halwani has stopped, there is heavy security deployment in the area to keep a cautious eye over the next few days. Bureau Report, NDTV.
And the big international headline, a new chapter in Pakistan's volatile politics. Well, Nawaz Sharif has declared victory, even though he admitted he didn't have a majority. He seems to be reaching out to other regional parties for a coalition government. But the big question, was there military oversight that was behind Nawaz Sharif's return? Take a look.
मैं एक दफा नहीं कई दफा कह चुका हूँ, I love you too.
Former Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's big return to politics. Maryam Nawaz has also won from Lahore.
खुशी की बात होती कि हमें पूरा मैंडेट मिलता और हम अक्सरियत पार्टी बनते और गवर्नमेंट बनाते। अगर ऐसा भी होता तो हम बाकी अपनी इत्तेहादी पार्टियों को भी दावा देते कि आप भी हुकूमत में हमारे साथ शामिल हो जाएं और आप हमारे साथ चले। लेकिन चूंकि आज हमारे पास इतनी मेजॉरिटी नहीं है कि हम अपने तौर के ऊपर हुकूमत बना सकें, इसलिए हम अपना उन इत्तेहादी पार्टियों के साथ जो कि इस इलेक्शन के अंदर कामयाब हुई हैं, हम जरूर उनको दावत देंगे कि वो भी हमारे साथ शराकत करें।
Independent candidates who are mostly backed by Imran Khan's PTI party are ahead in the race to the top, according to latest trends. Cutting across to Pakistan People's Party, Bilawal Bhutto too registered a win with his party straddling at number 3 for most of the day. Mumbai terror attack mastermind Hafiz Saeed's son suffered an embarrassing loss. But it hasn't been all hunky-dory. The counting began last night and the initial trends leaned towards PTI-backed independence. Soon after, the counting seemed to slow down, prompting allegations of rigging. Several unverified videos to this effect are also doing the rounds on social media.
7 घंटे की मुशक्कत के बाद बाजारों के दफ्तर जाने दिया गया और सुबह के टाइम पे मैंने आप लोगों से वीडियो शेयर कर चुकी हूँ। मुझे जबरदस्ती पुलिस ने ड्रैग करके जबरदस्ती मुझे वहाँ से बाहर निकाला और मेरे जो चीफ पोलिंग एजेंट है उसको भी बाहर निकाला और रिजल्ट वो अनाउंस नहीं कर रहे। मैं हारी नहीं हूँ और ना ही मैं हारी हुई लीडर हूँ। डेरा गाजी खान जीत चुका है, मैं इन्हें 185 जीत चुकी हूँ।
Sporadic violence spilled over from polling day to counting day too. But Pakistan's caretaker interior minister described the elections as the most peaceful and well conducted in recent history.
We have had the most peaceful and most organized election of I think of recent history in Pakistan, and we are proud to hold this election in that manner.
Pakistani media is reporting that Nawaz Sharif's party is in touch with the independent candidates who seem to have sprung a surprise by breezing past Nawaz's PML-N party. Sharif and his party reportedly have the Pakistan Army's backing. With Vishal Vivek, Bureau Report, NDTV.